My name is Harry Bediger. My hometown is Arvada, Colorado. I play for the Colorado Thunderbirds, and my favorite player is Marc-Andre Fleury.
My name is Wolf Welk. My hometown is Laramie, Wyoming, and I play for the Laramie Outlaws, and my favorite player is Chris Letang.
My name is Sawyer Robbins. I'm from Lafayette, Colorado. I play for Colorado Thunderbirds, and my favorite player is Patrick Kane.
My name is Beckett Nystrom. I live in Chanhassen, Minnesota. I play for Minnetonka Hockey, and my favorite player is Brent Burns.
My name is Brady Smith. My hometown is Littleton, Colorado. I'm going to play for the Colorado Thunderbirds, and my favorite player is Rasmus Dahlin.
Hi, my name is Trey Fredenberg. I live in Stillwater, Minnesota. My winter club is Stillwater Square Day. My favorite player is Tim Knox.
Hi, my name is Carter Murphy, and I'm from Calgary, Alberta. My winter team is Team Alberta, and my favorite hockey player is William Karlsson.
Hello, my name is Dmitry Timensev. I live in Monument, Colorado. I play for Colorado Thunderbirds. My favorite player is Alexander Ovechkin.
My name is Thomas Putnam. I'm from Vail, Colorado. My winter team is the Vail Mountaineer Hockey Club. My favorite player is Nathan McKinnon.
My name is Ben Davis. My hometown is Denver, Colorado. My winter club is Junior Pioneers Hockey Club. My favorite player is Troy Terry.
Hello, my name is Cohen Schmeichel. My hometown is Minot, North Dakota. My winter hockey team is the Minot Wolves, and my favorite player is Phil Kessel.
Hi, my name is Gabriel Simpson, and I'm from Lafayette, Colorado. My winter club is the Rocky Mountain Rough Riders, and my favorite player is Eric Carlson.
Hi, my name's John Crawford. My hometown is Littleton, Colorado. I play for the Colorado Thunderbirds, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
My name is Jake McDonald. My hometown is St. Louis, Missouri. My winter club is the AAA Blues, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
Hi, my name is Carter Ganser. My hometown is Rosemount, Minnesota. My winter club is Rosemount Irish, and my favorite player is probably Jeff Carter.
Hi, my name is Logan Anderson. My hometown is Chestermere, Alberta. My winter club is Team Alberta, and my favorite player is Steven Stamkos.
My name is Colin Ingebrigtsen. I'm from Woodbury, Minnesota. My winter team is Minnesota Made. My favorite player is Charlie McAvoy.
Hi, my name is Parker DeShane. My hometown is Monticello, Minnesota. My winter team is Rogers Royals, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
My name is Mason Jensen. My hometown is Rogers, Minnesota. My winter club is Rogers. My favorite player is Connor McDavid.
My name is Tommy Picanato. My hometown is Osseo Maple Grove. I play for Osseo Maple Grove Square Day, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
My name is Danny Clares. I'm from Orono, Minnesota. My team is Orono Hockey. My favorite player is Mark Scheifele.
Hello, my name is Mason Kraft. My hometown is Lakeville, Minnesota. My winter club is Lakeville North, and my favorite player is Patrick Kane.
My name is Andrew O'Neill. I'm from Fargo, North Dakota. I play for Fargo Freeze, and my favorite player is Connor McDavid.
My name's Tyler Hess. I'm from St. Louis Park, Minnesota. I play for my winter club, St. Louis Park, and my favorite player is Nathan McKinnon.
Hi, my name is Katie Sauer. I live in Sartell, Minnesota. My winter team is the Sartell Sabres, and my favorite hockey player is Sidney Crosby.
My name is Rowan Vaughn. My hometown is Minnetonka, Minnesota. My winter club is Minnetonka. My favorite player is Alex Ovechkin.
Hi, my name is Luke Myers. I'm from Stillwater, Minnesota. My winter club was the Stillwater Ponies, and my favorite player is Thomas Vanek.
My name is Gavin McNeil. I'm from Apple Valley, Minnesota. I play for Apple Valley Eagles, and my favorite player is Mikhail Granlund.
Hello, my name is Faz Offit. I'm from Edina, Minnesota. This winter I played for Edina Square Day Green, and my favorite player is Marc-Andre Fleury.
My name is Will Corton. I'm from
Lakeville, Minnesota. I played for Lakeville South Score Day. My favorite player is Brock Besser.
Hi, my name is Landon Hubel. I'm from Lakeland, Minnesota, and I play Stillwater School Day. And my favorite player is Marc-Andre Floyd.
Starting at center, number 9, Thomas Putnam.
One more semifinal to decide who takes on New England tomorrow in the championship of the 2018 North American Hockey Showcase. Will it be Great Plains with their 5-1 record plus an overtime win, the 2 seed in this bracketed round of play, or the 3 seed, Rocky Mountain, a couple of overtime wins, 3 regulation wins, and just 2 losses for Rocky Mountain. One of those losses came to Great Plains. Will they do it again? Rocky Mountain got an overtime victory in the quarters. It was courtesy of Dmitry Tumintsev. who scored the game winner in the 3-on-3 format. Great Plains, no such trouble in the quarters against North America, winning it 10-2. Landon Huber is back off to the left behind this play out of Lakeland, Minnesota. And his opposite number is Harry Bottiger, who is in green. Green for Rocky Mountain, the Great Plains in that Plains gold with 40 seconds gone here in this first period of a scoreless game. Great Plains comes into this contest with 44 goals scored, second only to New England. That shot from Myers out near the high point deflects down towards that far side corner. Owen Korkish touching it up in the corner. Bounced off his stick by a Rocky Mountain skater, back to Croft. Croft fires it along the goal line, and that one finds its way into the corners. Slipping out, and of the zone it goes. Picanato will turn and try to bring it back in. He does with Cortan off to his right. He's bumped down to the deck. Picanato got his leg caught up there. And he's having some trouble getting back up. And finally does, but he's limping his way towards the bench. Got his leg caught up there and rolled up on. Take a look at him, and hopefully that's okay. That was a nasty way to get rolled up on. His teammates get it back into the zone. It's Duchesne. Parker Duchesne out of Monticello has his pocket picked. Cohen Schmeichel took it away, and up ice come the green-clad Rocky Mountain squad. Jake McDonald had it for a moment, tapped it away. Back it comes. And just as Mason Jensen out of Rogers was taking it into the zone, he was poked away again. Looking at Tommy Picanato, and he's standing up now on the bench, so that's a good sign. You can tell that on the other side of the boards there, he's shaking out that right leg. 12:50 to go here in this first period. Somebody gets the blessing of facing New England tomorrow in the championship game. But either one of these teams have shown they have the chops to maybe be the team that solves them a second time around. Rocky Mountain lost by just a goal. Great Plains played them early, and then has played very well later in the tournament. And some of their best hockey played earlier today, putting up the 10 goals for the second time in the tournament. Rocky Mountain diving in towards Huber. Huber hugs that post. Shot never came. Spun right back in towards him. Sawyer Grobbins out of Boulder, Colorado, trying to knife it back home inside the circle. Outside it goes. Stepping inside. Poked out. Comes to McNeil. McNeil with a defender on the deck. McNeil on the breakaway with O'Neill to his right. McNeil will take the shot and break the seal on the scoring here in the second semifinal. It's Gavin McNeil and a 1-0 lead for Great Plains. His 9th of the tournament with 11:58 to go in the first. One nothing lead for Great Plains. There was one defender back when that defender hit the deck. It was almost a foregone conclusion with what McNeil can do in the open ice. He also had Andrew O'Neill if he needed him. Brady Smith takes it away at the blue line. Unassisted on the goal, so Great Plains strikes first. Semi-final action here of the show. New England waiting in the wings. Yeah, Owen Korkish out of Cottage Grove lost his stick as he tried to carry that one into the zone. Mason Croft after it. He ends up down on the deck along with the defenseman for Rocky Mountain, 11-10. Remaining here in the first. Great Plains forcing the issue down towards Bottiger, the goaltender in green. He's out of Arvada, Colorado. Back along the blue line with the pass to Jensen far side. Jensen and Korkish trying to walk it into the zone. It's picked away and taken back. Jensen providing the pressure. Up along the far side boards, it's Duchesne. Dives in, try and take it back from Rocky Mountain. It's sent out of the zone, right back in and right back out. Will trail down the ice, and that'll get an icing. And it allows Rocky Mountain to settle things. Rocky Mountain has played in some of the most entertaining games of the tournament to this point. First win, a 7-1 cruising victory over North America, but then they played 3, make it 4 straight games. No, the rest of their games, excuse me, decided by 2 goals or less. 3 of their first 5 were decided by just a single goal. They went 1-2 in those 1-goal games early, and then 1 in overtime earlier today in what would become a 1-goal game. So if you face Rocky Mountain in this tournament, Schmeichel hits the deck. Puck picked up again, still in the slot. Schmeichel after it. And down below the goal line it goes. It's finally picked up by Duchesne. Pops it out to Jensen. But if you're going to play Rocky Mountain, the chances have been good that you'd be in a fight late and all the way through. Jensen at his own blue line, popping it away. He's got Sauer. And Jensen passed it away and went into the zone early. He thought Sauer was right there with him step for step, but his pass put himself off sides. With 9:44 to go here in the first. Gavin McNeil, the only score. It's 1-0 Great Plains. McNeil, the second leading scorer on this team, second in the tournament in goals scored, trailing Mason Jensen, tied with a couple of guys. 9.5 minutes remain. First period action. Rocky Mountain trying to sprint it down under the control of Sawyer Grobbins. Grobbins, his cross-ice feed knocked away by Cullen Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen gets a little help pulling it out of traffic. Up to O'Neill. O'Neill pushing it ahead past the blue line. 9 minutes to go as he tracks it down in the corner. O'Neill turns, pokes up above the goal line. Defenseman lost his stick. Puck gets caught up by Bottiger. And they'll blow it dead. O'Neill brought that puck up and now heads to the bench. He's got a distinction that not many people have. He scored against New England. They scored 2 goals in that 8-2 loss, the only loss put on Great Plains in the tournament. O'Neill and Jensen had the 2 goals. That puck is spun up ahead by Carter Murphy. For Great Plains, or excuse me, for Rocky Mountain. Great Plains defensively trying to bring it out of their zone. 8:40 remaining. Comes out of the zone. Corkish trying to win the draw. Comes back for Rocky Mountain instead. Beckett Nystrom down along the goal line. Trying to force his way to the puck. Instead, he just frees it up. It's popped along the near side boards. Murphy tracking after it. Poked back and away from Luke Myers. Murphy out near the blue line. Settles it back down to Nystrom. Nystrom spinning away. Wants to give the feed back to Murphy. Murphy gets it. He's got space. Long slap shot. Myers has a chance to clear it out. Tried to take it under control. It takes him to the boards, and he does backhand it out of the zone. Stays out for Rocky Mountain as they touch up. Last man out was Cohen Schmeichel. No, excuse me. It was Simpson. On the near side, Murphy slides it along the boards. Jake McDonald will trail with him to the bench to make a change. 1-0 the lead for Great Plains. Under 8 minutes to play here in this first period. Schmeichel in the corner. Trying to free up along the goal line. Instead, it's poked right back out in front. Rocky Mountain able to make a turn under the watch of Danny Clares. Clares and Sauer along with Corkish. Trying to pull the puck free in the corner away from Schmeichel and company. From the goal line, popping back out. Murphy fired that one. Back down. Sauer able to bring it out of the zone. Good pass ahead to Corkish, a little bit too strong. That bouncing puck goes into the Great Plains bench. Big hit, big collision near the blue line. Turns into possession for Schmeichel. Running right past Duchesne. Schmeichel ends up down on the deck. Sauer picks it up. Moving around the near side to Ingebrigtsen. Ingebrigtsen fighting for possession. Could not win it away. Ingebrigtsen got the stick caught up. Pass goes into Schmeichel's swing and a miss right there on Picconato. Picconato does just enough to create some traffic. Get that pass and that shot attempt foiled by Schmeichel. Here quickly comes Jensen. He tried to step inside a defender, had it poked away. Schmeichel will send it down the boards far side. 6:13 and counting, and an icing will bring us back to the other end. Mostly Colorado. Cohen Schmeichel, who we've mentioned a couple of times, out of Minot, North Dakota. Laramie, Wyoming for the forward, Wolf Welk. And then a few Minnesota skaters sprinkled in there for this Rocky Mountain team. Bodiger comes out to challenge near side of the crease. Poked it away, forced it to the corner. Great Plains keeps the pressure on, and that one's tucked up and in. Gavin McNeil will find his second of the game. Walked it from the corner, aimed at the top shelf, and tucks it home. McNeil now joins the 10-goal club here in the show 2018. He's also got 18 points, which ought to put him in the league. And an unassisted goal. This one, he brought it out of the corner himself. He may end up with a helper on it. 10 goals and 8 assists. He already led this tournament in assists. Claire has given the assist. So a 2-0 lead with 5 minutes to go here in this period. Still a long way to go. Here's a turnover. Ripped away. In for Rocky Mountain, a stop and a save for Huber. Beckett Nystrom staring down Huber, and Huber stares right back and gloves it to keep it 2-0. Off the draw, it's popped out of the zone, controlled at the feet of Logan Anderson. He sends it back down. Myers able to pick it up for Great Plains, looking for Jensen flying out of the zone. He was tangled up with Ben Davis. Back to the goal line it goes. Myers sends it around the boards. It's kicked clear and right onto the stick of Duchesne. Duchesne takes it in. He's got Sauer and Jensen. Duchesne takes the shot and it trails wide. Diving defenseman trying to make it tough. Duchesne can't track it down. Instead, it's Sauer who got a stick on it. Jensen will fly to the puck and pick it out of the corner. Jensen trying to hot step his way inside the circle, and they're going to call that a trip. And so it'll be the first penalty of the game. Power play opportunity for Great Plains. Call that a wrong place, wrong time trip. Johnny Crawford out of Littleton, Colorado, pays the price in the box for it. So already up 2-0, now 2 minutes of penalty time. Great Plains trying to work their way to a rematch against the only team to beat them this week. Regulation or otherwise. Jensen looking for some help out in front of the net. Never got past the goal line. Duchesne back to the circle. Cross ice pass to Jensen. Jensen one time it right back, looking for Duchesne a little bit wide. Sauer, he'll send it back towards Jensen. Wide off the boards, and that gives Rocky Mountain a chance to clear. With some control coming out of the zone. All the way down before Claire's catches up to Tumentsev. Trying to get Tumentsev involved. Second leading scorer on this game behind Carter Ganser coming into play. 3.5 minutes to go in the period. 1:10 to go on the power play. And that resulted in an icing to bring it back the other way. McNeil for 2 at even strength. The lone assist in this game belongs to Danny Clares. Great Plains on the power play, but defending now with the extra man in their own zone. Schmeichel tries to backhand it off the boards. Now catches up to it near the blue line. Sliding, maintained possession of the puck for an awfully long time. Brought out by Myers. Myers running, trying to find the angle along the board's far side. He's got a man in the middle. It's deflected right back out onto the stick of O'Neill, and he can't put any force behind it to send it to the net. Coming out for Rocky Mountain. All the way up ahead, misses everybody and flies down the ice. Not going to be an icing, though, held on to by Rocky Mountain. 29 seconds to go on the power play, wrapped around the boards with 2:45 to go here in this first period. Pass nearly made its way all the way to O'Neill. Instead, it's intercepted. Coming back the other way for Simpson. Gabriel Simpson turning the corner, fires that puck across the crease. Guided along by Huber towards the corner. Schmeichel, big part of this penalty kill with 5 more seconds to go, down a man. Schmeichel hounded. McNeil pulls it away. McNeil with a pair of goals, this time distributes. Going up to Rowan Vaughn. Too strong for Vaughn with 2:15 to go as the extra defenseman comes back in. Another skater back out there. Good touch away by Croft. 2:05 to go as he just ducks it inside the blue line. That allows McNeil to chase it towards the corner. He's got Croft behind him. Along the goal line, left it for Croft. He plays it off the boards. Change completed. Everybody set up behind him. McNeil plays it off the boards, trying to get him off for the change. So McNeil will come off. Fresh skater comes out. That's Korkish. Up it goes to Clares. Clares outside the circle to Kraft. Had Korkish flying in. Instead goes cross ice to Cortan. Cortan from right at center ice. On the far side, walking his way inside the blue line. Had it poked right back out. Kraft touches up as traffic balls up on the far side in front of that Rocky Mountain bench. Now Korkish trying to work it in around the defense. Ends up down on a knee. Puck poked right back out of the zone over the blue line. Ingebrigtsen. Cortan is his outlet. Kraft is up the ice. He falls as Korkish pass to him is intercepted. Back it comes on the near side with 1 minute to go. Trey Fredenberg had his offering. Tap back to him. He tries to center it again through the circle, right onto the stick of Clares for Great Plains. Fires it off the glass, up on the near side. Brought back into the zone by Carter Murphy. Murphy bumping his way through against Clares. Lets it go, and it's picked up again by Picanato. Flown around the boards. Korkish trying to find his way to it. He dumps it back just past Ingebrigtsen. Taken away, but now bounces to Jensen. Jensen, a fortunate bounce as he takes it into the Rocky Mountain zone with 30 seconds left, and he fires that one, catches the stick handle of Bodiger, and it caroms off the glass, stays in play. 20 seconds to go. Myers out near neutral ice. Myers to work his way in. Jensen stayed onside. Myers going to take it outside the circle. Tries to shovel to Jensen. That one was poked away. 10 seconds remain. Myers falling down. He's got Korkish right there on him. Sour the outlet if they want some space. Korkish keeps it behind the net. Jensen's in the middle. Centering pass, deflected away, and that's just enough to wind the final seconds off for Rocky Mountain. They go scoreless. Gavin McNeil scores twice, and Great Plains after one with a 2-0 lead in semifinal number 2 from Bloomington Ice Garden North American Hockey Showcase. It's the show presented by Youth Hockey Hub. Gavin McNeil with 2 goals in the first for Great Plains. They take a 2-0 lead into the second. Rocky Mountain, well, they committed the only penalty of that first period. Killed off that penalty. Killed off that power play. But the aggressors were certainly Great Plains. Rocky Mountain did not force Landon Huber to work too much. They'll start off right in his backyard here in the second period, though. Still Harry Bottiger on the other side. See what the squad in green can do to force a little action. They'll force a turnover right in front. Streams back towards Huber, and he just knocks it away. Still not out of the zone. Controlled by Rocky Mountain. Almost turned into a 3-on-2 break situation again as Great Plains thought they'd cleared it. 40 seconds gone. Lots of activity. No scoring, though. Still 2-0 in favor of Great Plains. Gavin McNeil's 9th and 10th goals of the tournament. That pass up ahead goes initially off the skate of Duchesne. Sauer and Duchesne with it on the far side. Duchesne will walk along the goal line, fire it in front for Jensen. Jensen had a chance to tap that one home, and it just knocks off Bottinger's skate. Bottinger's head was the other way, 5-hole wide open, and Jensen just couldn't finish it. Duchesne to Sauer to Jensen in front, and he can't find it. Hot shot from KJ Sauer to try and feed that one to the front of the net. That one was into the zone late. Parker Duchesne takes it out, enters the Rocky Mountain zone, somehow dangles that one right back to himself, trying to find Jensen. He's doing a lot of work to get to the front of the net. Now he's got to go back on defense. Schmeichel spinning down to the seat of his pants. Somebody lost a stick. It's the Great Plains skater down there with 13 minutes to go here in the second. Pulled out by Great Plains, back to Schmeichel. Outside the circle, firing that shot wide, trailing down to the deck. In the corner with 12:55 remaining in this second period. Out to the blue line. Sneaks all the way out of the zone. Now a turnover. Here comes O'Neal. O'Neal drawing the goaltender out. Goes high to the right side, and Bottiger sticks out the pad with the left. Keeps it 2-0. Denies Andrew O'Neal. All the way back in it comes on Huber. Makes the pad save. Ricochets below the goal line. Controlled by Great Plains. 12:25 to go. Here comes McNeil. Flying in, he's got O'Neal back behind him to the right. McNeil shovels that puck into the side of the net. Covered up by Bottiger this time to bring us to a halt with 12:16 remaining. Andrew O'Neal. Number 2 in assists to McNeil for the whole tournament. Has just a single goal. That was a golden opportunity for him right there. Puck popped around, never cleared of the zone, held back in by Cortan, and it did hop out that time. Officials brought out the eagle eyes and saw that just for an instant cleared the zone, so we'll bring it back out to neutral ice for the face-off. So much traffic there, it almost wasn't as evident. Clares has it hop up over his stick. And he sends it right back. 3-on-2 break. Fed ahead. Korkish looking for the rebound, and it carried him so hard it went past him. Now he tracks it down outside the circle. He's got Croft with him. That one's centered right back in front for Cortan. He can't settle it down. Poked away. Back for Rocky Mountain. Coming through neutral ice. Nobody down the ice with 11:30 to go in the second. Still a 2-0 lead. We've gone scoreless. We've gone penaltyless through the first 3.5 minutes. Both teams with some golden opportunities as it's out to Sauer. Sauer to Korkish. Korkish takes it in on his own against 3 defenders. Led himself a little too much to the corner. Swipes it around to Sauer. Jensen's back in there after a quick breather. He gets it outside the circle to Ingebrigtsen. Long way away. He'll snipe the shot on its way to Korkish. Sails wide. Jensen left the puck behind. Had the pocket picked eventually. Turned right back over to Great Plains. Swept ahead. Sauer in front. Stopping a save by Bottiger. Puck still alive and guided to the far corner. Bodiger standing on his head here early in the second, keeping it 2-0 for Rocky Mountain. Now a break coming up for Rocky Mountain. Sliding in, puck still alive, but the net came off. Jammed off by Huber as he made the save with the left pad. 10:38 to go. Goaltending becoming of note here, but we've also got a slash in on that play. And the first penalty of the game on Great Plains. So here's a power play opportunity as Ingebrigtsen into the box with 10:38 to go. Good plays, good chances off of breaks so far for Great Plains. A good break that time for Rocky Mountain. Came into a quick blast from Logan Anderson near the blue line. Anderson, you can tell he's hunting another one of those. He was feeling it after he rattled the cages of everybody in there behind the net. Turned over, though, on the power play. Here comes McNeil shorthanded. He's got O'Neal off to his left as he takes it into the zone. McNeil outside the circle, has it touched away. 5-on-4 advantage for the squad in green. We hit the 10-minute mark of period number 2. Out of the zone it comes. Down for Anderson. He taps it towards the goal line. Poked back at him by Myers. In the corner. Freed up for Rocky Mountain. There along the goal line. A fight for Danny Clares. Clares has had a good tournament defensively out of Orono. Able to push it to the far side. Deschênes tracking down into the corner. It's ripped around the boards. Andrew O'Neal will chase it down. 55 seconds to go in the Rocky Mountain penalty. So we're under 9.5 to play here in the second. Clares fire it through the middle of the ice. Had a man. It was Deschênes. And he just can't catch up to it. Is this puck going to die, though? It does. So the icing waved off. Worked out. Even though if he hits Deschênes on the stick, he might have a shorthanded break. Now it's off the heel of the stick of Jensen. Coming back down on the near side. 25 seconds to go in the power play. That one fed below the net. Back off the boards. Rocky Mountain trying to create some traffic and havoc in front of the net. Didn't happen. Instead, it's pinned and taken off the wall by Schmeichel. Schmeichel circling wide. Fires it in front. Bouncing puck was there for the taking. Schmeichel comes back. Gets it at the goal line. Dumps it down under control. Centering pass again. One-time shot. No good. Second time. Saved again. Knocked away from in front of Huber after he made the first save. And it stays 2-0. Ingebrigtsen wanted it flying out of the box. Instead, it's Deschênes. Deschênes, Ingebrigtsen, and Jensen. To Ingebrigtsen. Jensen's on the doorstep. Had a chance. Stopped by Bodiger. All kinds of traffic in front of the Rocky Mountain goaltender. And now it's Schmeichel coming back the other way, still in a 2-0 game. Slides that one across the crease dangerously, but directed into the corner. One of those dicey moments after a penalty ends. Neither team scoring on their lone power plays of the game. Nystrom trying to wind his way through traffic, still has the puck, spinning with it, top of the crease, turned away by the right pad of Huber. Under 8 minutes to go. Bounces off the wall to Hess. Tyler Hess tried to get it ahead, and he was held up, and Deschênes slid to a stop, but momentum carried him into the zone as Jensen came in off sides. 7:48 remaining in the second period. Entertaining back and forth hockey. New England waiting in the wings after their dominant 9-2 victory in their semifinal game. An undefeated run to the championship tomorrow at 8:30. Korkish taps it back. Cortan knocked it through neutral ice, back to the far side. That was Logan Anderson trying to maintain. Instead, it's pushed back. Anderson. I think it's Simpson. Will pick it up off the boards. Dragging towards the goal line as Cortan is upended. Simpson picks it up in the corner. Trails it back behind with 7:10 remaining here in this second period. At the blue line, close quarters pass to Cortan, and Cortan couldn't hang that right foot back long enough. All it managed to do was slide him to a stop in the near side circle. 7 minutes remain in the second. Still the Gavin McNeil pair of goals standing up from the first period. He scored just over 3 minutes in. Now once again, just over 9 minutes in. That shot out front, knocked away. Ingebrigtsen stayed in the way. Vaughn hunting a turnover, coming back, forcing Jake McDonald to spin around. Turnover comes to O'Neal. O'Neal one-on-one, back to Vaughn. Vaughn goes top shelf too high. O'Neal settles down the puck, tries to cross the ice with it. It was turned over. He takes it right back. Walk along the goal line. Vaughn was right there in front. And Bottinger draws the whistle with the stop. 6:29 remaining here in the second. Face-off coming stick side of Bottinger. Face-off controlled ever so lightly by Deschênes. Hops it out to Jensen, takes a long shot. We don't see that much from Jensen, but he was set up outside the circle with space. Why not? Top scorer in the tournament. Shooter's gonna shoot. Jensen from along the goal line. He'll walk himself in. More in motion, that's what we've seen from him. Ingebrigtsen receives the pass, he's doubled. Outside the circle, looking for an outlet. Bouncing puck to Deschênes. Deschênes can't keep it along the wall. Now it's poked down, and he will track it down in the corner. Scott Sauer back out. Ingebrigtsen from the circle. One time coming in off the rebound. Hacked at by Sauer. Long stretch from Bottinger, and he pushes it away. Taken out of harm's way by Schmeichel. Pushed all the way up the ice, and it'll be an icing. 5:40 to go. Lost sight of Schmeichel there for a second. A little over aggressive on the clear. Maybe trying to walk that out instead and avoid the icing, but it's going to come right back the other way. 2-0. The lead for Great Plains. We're scoreless here in the second through nearly 10 minutes. Meyer to Cortan. His shot deflected out of the air, and a high stick. A high stick whistle just before that one tucked under the crossbar. The hands were up, the whistle had blown, so no goal. I'm not sure that one bounced in for a good goal anyway. It had tucked under the crossbar. You never know how those are going to bounce. But it is a high stick, so it stays 2-0. And we're still scoreless here in the second with 5:27 to go. Semifinals from the Bloomington Ice Garden. Poked out of the zone. Rocky Mountain has to reset. Try to do so with Nystrom. Faces two skaters from Great Plains right in his face. They're so aggressive. Forward checking back near the Rocky Mountain blue line. And they trust the defense back in their own zone. Rocky Mountain in the zone once more with 5 minutes to go here in the second period. That one-time try slides off the heel of a Rocky Mountain stick. Out for another deep shot from shy of the circle. That one's deflected away inside the post. Great Plains off the boards. Cortan, Corkish, and Croft. They were all in the air, and it's taken away by the lone green shirt that was there. Rocky Mountain trying to put some pressure on. They have played tight games and won some tight games all throughout the week. We said it in the first. If you're playing Rocky Mountain, the chances are it's going to be a game that's decided by 2 goals or less. Well, we've been sitting at this 2-goal margin all period long. We did so for the last 6 minutes of the first. Another dangerous look in on Huber's left, and he gloves this one to bring it to a stop. Carter Murphy sending that offering forward. .410 mark here in the second. Can Rocky Mountain cut it in half, or will the next goal give Great Plains a commanding lead? Ingebrigtsen out in front of the pack, back to McNeil. McNeil to O'Neal, fires it through traffic, deflected away. Ingebrigtsen, I thought he had it, but it was coming back to him in control of Rocky Mountain. Pushed up ahead along the right side for Murphy. On the near side, make that Brady Smith as he's knocked off the puck. O'Neal slaps it along the boards. 3.5 minutes to go. Back out for Great Plains. Vaughn Shovels it ahead, looking for McNeil. That does just hop into the zone as O'Neal crosses the blue line. Poked back out, Picanato. Good to see him back out there and skating. It's a couple of shifts now since he left limping off the ice. He trails after the puck here. He's got Engelbretson to his right. Instead, comes on the near side. Looking to push it out of the zone with McNeil. McNeil with Vaughn on his hip. Goes to Vaughn. Vaughn sends that one in from deep. Bounces off the pad right to McNeil. McNeil looking for help off the bench as he settles it down. Sends that one fluttering through traffic. Tipped away towards Vaughn. Vaughn thought he had more time, but he dumps it to Clares. Clares down along the goal line. Shot and a save from Bottinger. Still alive. Pokes back out to Clares. Clares sends the puck into traffic. It's tapped out again, this time by Rocky Mountain. Believe that was Sauer. It may have been Duchesne who was camped out along the goal line with that offering. 2:30 to go. Rocky Mountain playing it backwards to try and find an angle. Instead, just dumping it back in with 2.5 minutes to go here in the second. The winner gets to try and take down New England. Puck is pinned up on the near side. Schmeichel finally pushed it down towards the corner. Schmeichel ends up down in a collision with Duchesne. Both hit the deck. Long shot, bouncing in, off a defenseman, off a pad of Huber, and he lays down on top of it to make the save. 2:06 to go. An undefeated New England team headed into a championship game. Huh, heard that before. Didn't work out for that other New England team. But we'll see. Although that Super Bowl might have happened when all these kids were infants, I guess. It's that long ago, 2 minutes to go. Their parents will remember. Under 2 minutes to go here in the second. KJ Sauer from the goal line pops it in towards the far side post as Mason Jensen able to knock it away down towards the corner. Luke Myers plays it backwards. Over to the far side it goes. Banged off the boards to Jensen. Jensen with Duchesne. Jensen drops it back for Sauer. Sauer back to Jensen. Too strong and a little bit wide. Plays it off the boards. Back to Sauer. Wants to go with speed and authority towards the net. Bounces back to Duchesne. Duchesne put it off his own heel, and it's taken away by Rocky Mountain. Simpson up the near side. Simpson stalls. Dumps it right back behind for Nystrom. Nystrom, top of the slot. Fires that one down. Left pad save. Rebound attempt. Knocked away by the defense. As Huber was sprawling after the first save, the defense pulls him out of the fire. Great Plains stays up 2-0. Back down as Cortan was taken down from behind and a penalty upcoming. Great Plains is going to get the benefit of the 5-on-4 here at the end of the second. Looks like Trey Fredenberg. This one will carry over. It's 5, Brady Smith. Second power play opportunity for Great Plains. Nobody scored here in the second. It's only 34 seconds to go. 5-on-4, Cortan to the middle. Korkish back in, off the pad. Cortan's shot, and it was saved. Whew, that was close. Popped right back out after the initial save. And the whistle came somewhere during that stretch. So 1:40 to go of the power play, just 28 seconds remaining in the period. Cortan spins it back towards Picanato. He'll reverse to the far side. Clares back into the middle. Too much traffic there for Cortan to get a swing at it. Schmeichel brings it out. 15 seconds to go. Schmeichel runs into traffic, but pushes it into the Great Plains zone to have it taken away again. 9 seconds, push up the ice. Clares and Kraft coming across with Korkish in the middle. Kraft will take the shot, pad save on the right side of Bottinger. And that will get us to the end of the period. But 1:12 remaining on the power play will find us in the third. No scoring in the second. So Gavin McNeil's 2 goals in the first still standing up for Great Plains. They'll resurface the ice for the final time this Saturday with Great Plains leading 2-0 after 2 over Rocky Mountain, and a berth against New England in the championship game on the line here from the North American Hockey Showcase, The Show 2018, presented by Youth Hockey Hub. Into the third period we go. One more team to punch their ticket to the championship game. Either Rocky Mountain or Great Plains will play on. Great Plains with a 2-0 lead and a power play to start the third period. Playing tremendous defense. With 1:07 to go, Rocky Mountain wins the draw, trying to look short-handed. They do just pop it into the zone. And Rocky Mountain has had some chances, but the defense on the spot. Bottinger has made some saves on his end, but for Great Plains, Huber as well. Stood on his head a couple of times, and rebound chances have been turned away. On the far side, Nystrom takes it away between the circles. Short-handed chance. There's one of those rebounds, and it's swept away by Mason Jensen. This is a Great Plains team that has given up at least 2 goals in every single game they've played in the tournament. Now, again, they've only lost once, but there have been some goals allowed by Great Plains. They're clamping it down now through the first 31 minutes of this. 15 seconds left on the power play, not doing much with the final 1:15 they had into the period. Sauer fires that one from deep, well wide of the net to the far side for Picconato. Trying to pry it off the boards. It's poked away and taken away by Rocky Mountain instead. Inside the blue line is Brady Smith. Comes hopping out of the penalty box. Picconato watches that one go rolling right in front of the crease. Saved by Huber. He knew he had Picconato on the inside track. Swept away right towards Huber. Got the stick on it to sweep it clear to the goal line. Spinning and falling and pushing his way back up. That's going to be an elbow to the face and a big-time check. And down is the Great Plains player. It was Deschen, and he does pop right back up. Well, that check got a little bit high. So a power play again. Third of the game. They're 0 for 2 so far. Brady Smith right back in. 13:23 to go. All right, we've got some conversation between the benches as the officials are over talking to the teams. All right, they're talking about the ice, potentially too. And so, before we get this penalty underway, we did have the fresh sheet. And we're going to go. All right. Neutralized face-off with the penalty and the power play. 0 for 2 today. Here comes Croft in with Korkish in the middle. Croft at the circle. Well, they set up the offense. It goes to Korkish in below the net. He's got Cortan up above the goal line. Korkish and Croft trying to work with it. Pocket pick taken away by Rocky Mountain. Looking to kill off a third penalty. Puck spinning like a top down towards the crease. Allowed to find its way down to the end. Clares had it. His pass was deflected away. Rocky Mountain getting aggressive. Now it comes out to Korkish. He's got Kraft opposite side. They're the only two in as Korkish takes it in towards the post, and that one is covered up by Bottiger. So with 12:38 to go and a man advantage with 1:15 in the power play. Great Plains will have the draw coming to the stick side of Bottiger. McNeil, he's got the only 2 goals in this game. Won the draw as it's poked back and sent towards the net. 12.5 minutes to go. A rematch for either one of these teams. It was Rocky Mountain who played to a 1-0 final against New England. As that one sneaks its way through onto the pads of Bottiger. He's sprawling out to keep it out of the net. It's cleared all the way back out top. Picconato tried to send it inside the circle. It's rejected, and back it comes for Rocky Mountain. 3-on-2 break into the zone. 3-on-1 break as the shot just tipped wide from Huber. Good shorthanded opportunity for Rocky Mountain with 35 seconds remaining on the advantage for Great Plains. Hot foot down to the zone with Andrew O'Neill. O'Neill in past the Great Plains blue line and past the defender. His centering pass too strong. Back to Picanato into traffic, deflected down between the circles. 20 seconds left on this penalty kill now for Rocky Mountain. They'll streak out of the zone with it. Long shot from Trey Fredenberg. It's directed along the goal line. Sent side to side. Final 5 seconds. Ready to get Brady Smith back out there. And Great Plains going to go 0 for 3 on the power play. Puck does slide its way all the way down to the ice. The ice for the icing. 0 for 3 on the power play for Great Plains. Rocky Mountain 0 for 1. Rocky Mountain, their defense held teams to 1 goal 3 different times in this tournament. Had the number 2 scoring defense, only below the top team in the tournament, of course, but just 17 goals allowed into the game, so still haven't allowed 20 goals, even with the 2 included in the first 2 periods in this one. Well, the first period, arm in the air, penalty coming up. Things got sticky in the corner. And this will be the second penalty on Great Plains. This one on Deschênes. So is that the opening that Rocky Mountain needs? They went 0 for on the power play in the second. Their only other penalty. So Deschênes, he's into the box. Rocky Mountain, courtesy of the elbowing penalty, takes it right into the zone. That one fed in front, nobody looking for it. It's all the way back out to the blue line. Logan Anderson, he sends it in high, knocked down by Huber, still alive and clamped down on. 3 players hitting the deck, Great Plains. Sacrifice of the body for Rowan Vaughn. Huber getting a little encouragement as he continues to pitch the shutout. Something Great Plains has not done all tournament. 10.5 minutes to go in this one, and they've yet to give up a goal. But on the power play for another minute 30. That one through traffic somehow made its way towards the net, then back hard off the boards. Somehow, because it came in with a lot of steam. Along the goal line far side. Clares blanketing the puck for Great Plains. Pop back out past Cortan. Cortan to Clares. Clares lost his stick as he tried to pursue it into the corner. Still looking for that clear. It's a 5-on-4 advantage. The puck in tight to the goal line. Sneaks back to the near side of that post. And couldn't curl around it in. Swept across the crease to the far side again. Simpson with it outside the circle. He turns the corner on Cortan. Left it back at the goal line. Pressure here from Rocky Mountain. That's where they've got to start. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Pop back up to the blue line for a little space. That one high, looking for a deflection in tight. Goaltender lost his stick. It's back in the goal. Huber just keeping his eye on the puck in the corner. He's got no stick, and now it's cleared out of the zone, and he can turn and pick up his equipment. That one's touched up, no icing. 9.5 minutes to go in the game. Turned over in a shorthanded break for Ingebrigtsen, but not quick enough for McNeil out of the zone. That was a perfect feed to turn into a turnover for Ingebrigtsen. Big draw for Corkish. And after it was touched once, he's got it, trying to send it along the boards. Instead, it's taken away. Up goes Murphy. Out goes Murphy. Sends that one to the pads of Huber. Winding his way first inside the circle and then out. 7 seconds to go in the power play. 9 minutes to go in the game. Puck floating out in front, still alive. Schmeichel has it bounce up over his stick. Then it goes deflecting on its way down towards the goal line again. Back to full strength as out comes Deschênes. Puck pinned up. 6 skaters 5 skaters there along the wall. Dangerous pass in front. Was in a good spot for Rocky Mountain. Nobody could find it. Deschen takes it across the Rocky Mountain blue line. Tries to duck it around a defender, and it's poke checked away. 8:30 to go. Up the near side boards. Hess trying to break it away from Tumintsev. Tumintsev will get it up and get it in. And Dmitry Tumintsev, who scored their game winner earlier today in the quarters, pokes it home to make it 2-1 in a 1-goal game inside the final 9 minutes. So it took until the 8:26 mark, almost 7 minutes into the third period, but Rocky Mountain is on the board. Unassisted on his way up the ice. 8 minutes to go. That one comes in tight on Bodiger. Bodiger staring down the top scorer in the tournament, Jensen, who puts it into his chest. 7:59 to go. Tumintsev, team's second best 5th goal. Knew they were going to need something from him. And just like that, Great Plains unable to build on their lead since the first. And now they're in a 1-goal game. Played tremendous defense. But 1 goal popped at an inopportune time, even strength. Means you're right up against it here late. Another turnover. Back between the circles. It was slapped back by the defense of Great Plains. They found their way to some of those loose pucks. Deschen was on the deck, hops up, finds the puck at his feet. Tries to make his way through neutral ice. He does have it. He's got Jensen off to his left. Leaves it back for Sauer. Sauer back down to Deschen. Little confusion there. It was poked away by Rocky Mountain. Deschen to Jensen. Back to Deschen. He thought he had somebody at the blue line, nobody home. Sauer tracks it down at neutral ice. He'll play it backwards for Picanato. Picanato tries to get it out past the blue line. It's knocked down by the body of a Rocky Mountain skater. Jake McDonald had it. Pushed over to the far side. Jensen couldn't control right in front of the benches. Instead, Rocky Mountain able to chase it to the near side. Flipped up ahead by Crawford. They'll get a change. Schmeichel there off a tip puck with some speed to the far side. Moving back to the middle, looking to tie it up as he pops it high. Drops down at the goal line. Traffic closed in around Schmeichel right as the shot came. Jensen up the ice, far side. Stops, drops the defense off. Out to Clares. Clares tries to get that one in front of the net, and it was deflected away. 6:20 to go in the game. 2-1 the lead for Great Plains. Winner gets to face off against New England at 8:30 tomorrow. Swept away by Clares behind his own net. Finds McNeil. McNeil's got the only 2 tallies in this game for Great Plains. Poked it out of the zone. It was dumped right back in. Long sprint towards the corner. Up to O'Neill. He backhands it out towards the blue line where McNeil was waiting. Too strong for him. Bouncing back down to Picanato. Picanato going through neutral ice. Over on the far side. Has it deflected back to him. McNeil along with Vaughn trying to pull it out. Schmeichel there in green. Vaughn has it down the far side. Man in the middle, McNeil, and it's intercepted, taken away by Rocky Mountain. There's the defensive stick work for Rocky Mountain. Johnny on the spot. Back to Myers. Trying to force it past Schmeichel. Couldn't do it. Help from Tumintsev. Tumintsev high of the circle as Schmeichel fires that one just wide of the net near side. Puck reversed around into the corner. Tipped up. Poked down, right at the feet of McNeil. McNeil stays outside the circle, turns inside. His shot deflected around and down. He's got a stick that came down with him. Everybody tangled up. 5 minutes to go in the game. Turned back. Kraft had to let that one go as McNeil didn't get to his feet quick enough to get out of the zone. Under 5 minutes we go. Turned over, top of the zone for Ingebrigtsen. He touched it over to Simpson. Simpson flying in. Simpson fires that one off the heel of Hubert. Still in play on the far side corner. Simpson over to it. Tries to hop it up to himself. Just overskated it a bit. He's over there with Timintsev. Timintsev and Simpson. Turn back in towards the net. Simpson has it poked away. Out it comes for Korkish. Up for Croft. Croft fires from the blue line. And right there is Bodiger, who had come out of the crease. Croft thought maybe he could get him. And did not get it past the green-clad goaltender, Bodiger. 4 minutes and 25 seconds remaining. What do we say about Rocky Mountain? All but one of their games decided by 2 goals or less. Twice to overtime, including in bracketed play. They're going to try and make everything a game, and down 2-0 into the third. They've scored the only goal here in the third period. Very much a one-goal game. And the feeling of it, the intensity inside of 4 minutes. Duchesne drags inside of a defender. He'll fire the shot too high. Might have got a piece of the glove of Bodiger. Down off the boards along the far side for Mason Jensen. Jensen lost it at the blue line. Rocky Mountain bringing it up. Everybody on side. Shoveled forward, too wide of Huber. Myers overskates it just a bit. Back to Rocky Mountain it goes. Picked off the blue line. Jensen will play it off the boards. He's got Sauer up ahead. Jensen and Sauer, they'll come in together. Far side, walled off by Nystrom. Jensen put it into the side of the net. Had a man there, and it's deflected back to Rocky Mountain. Sent up the ice, looking for the break on the far side. Timintsev, he was in the zone too early. Fires the shot high with 3:25 to go. It's still 2-1, Great Plains. Timintsev's goal. Just over 5 minutes ago, made this a one-goal game. And now we've got a neutralized face-off just outside the blue line of Rocky Mountain. They bring it up ahead. Schmeichel chasing on the near side, pops back out to Logan Anderson. Anderson has his pocket picked by Vaughn. Vaughn ends up down on the deck. Comes back in for Rocky Mountain. Clares moves it up past the blue line. Back it goes for Anderson. Anderson bangs it off the boards, looking for Timintsev. Timintsev ends up with a player on top as the puck slides free. Wrapped around. 2 minutes and 49 seconds to go. Will Great Plains get and or need one more in this one? Schmeichel diving up towards the circle. Had it poked away by O'Neill. O'Neill to McNeil and then poked right back. Schmeichel trying to control. Backhand off the defensive skate right in front of the net. Held in. Now it skips out of the zone on Rocky Mountain. Minute 25 to go in a one-goal game. Thought this would be potentially the best of the 2 semifinals, and we've gotten every bit of that. Here comes Anderson firing the shot. Rebound chance cleared away by the defense of Great Plains. Ball into the, balled up in the corner. And an arm is in the air. And a late trip. Now we're going to get a penalty here. It's going to be pretty decisive with 2:05 to go. And it is against Great Plains. Cullen Ingebrigtsen. So for the second time in the period, as Rocky Mountain will take a timeout. They're on the power play. There's 2 minutes of power play time, 2 minutes and 5 seconds in regulation. So yeah, I'd say they'd take a timeout here. Try and set what they want to do. Throughout the first 2 periods, after the early goals from McNeil, the defense, guys like Picanato and Clares and Hess and Ingebrigtsen, but also the forwards diving into lanes. You've seen Korkish and Duchesne do it for Great Plains. Sacrificing the body, clearing pucks away off the doorstep of Huber, who's played well. During that timeout, Fuzz Offed, his goaltending mate, went out there, made sure the crease was in excellent shape. Out of the timeout, and an extra skater. All right. Well, let's Schmeichel off the ice. So it is 5-on-4. Goaltender still on the ice on the opposite end. Bodiger standing well out of the crease, watching the action. Simpson takes it behind the net, tries to wrap out in front. It is in front. Slapped at. Puck is free, sitting on the blue paint. Hacked at once and twice, cleared out again. Turned into the back of the net and ricocheted down below the goal line. Rocky Mountain maintains to skip it out in front. Clear the circle. Long shot, score and a tie from the blue line. We're knotted at 2. A power play goal for Rocky Mountain, and we'll start all over with 95 seconds to go. Rocky Mountain scores the last 2 here in the third period. That one on the power play. And was Logan Anderson with the blast. They're right back on the scene with possession. So Great Plains will need another. Can they get it? Or will we have to go to a 3-on-3 overtime? The third time for Rocky Mountain would be the second for Great Plains. Duchesne doesn't know that that puck is around his skates, and it was there. Couldn't control it. Back the other way. Comes Murphy. Murphy splits 2 defenders. Diving attempt as he hit the goal line. Fans wanted the penalty. Schmeichel sweeps in. Can't get the shot away as it hops off the stick. Back to Simpson. Playing at neutral ice with 40 seconds to go in regulation. Back to Schmeichel. That one misses everybody's stick on its way into the zone. Banged off to Sauer. Sauer up ahead to Duchesne. Duchesne on the near side boards, trying to step inside a defender. He's walled off by 2 with 30 seconds left. Wrapped around. There's Jensen. They want it on his stick. Jensen hops up, fires the shot. One stopped and saved by Bodiger. To the far side. Flip back towards the middle again. Loose puck picked up by Rocky Mountain. 15 seconds to go. Can Rocky Mountain get a push to try and win it in regulation? Up along the near side boards. Still not out of the zone. Jensen fighting for it. 5 seconds. Sauer sends it down. Covered up, and we'll get one more face-off with 3 seconds to go. Back in the Rocky Mountain zone. Rocky Mountain to overtime to beat Minnesota. To overtime to beat USA in the quarterfinals. Great Plains to overtime to beat USA in their final pool play game. And we may have overtime here as Duchesne knocks it home with .1 remaining. Parker Duchesne finds the back post, and it's 3-2 Great Plains. The one more draw was all they needed. And heartbreak for Rocky Mountain. And it's over. The .1 won't matter. And Parker Duchesne, with his 7th goal of the tournament, sends his team to the title game tomorrow. 3.3 was enough. 3.1 would not have been. And Great Plains plays for a title tomorrow. We'll talk to none other than Parker Duchesne after this. It's a 3-2 final as Great Plains beats Rocky Mountain in maybe the game of the tournament so far. It's the North American Hockey Showcase, the show 2018. And we've got our championship set here on Youth Hockey Hub. All right, your Youth Hockey Hub player of the game for our final semifinal here for the show 2018 is none other than Parker Duchesne, who has the game-winning goal. Less than 4 seconds to go. Ever scored anything with that few seconds in your life before?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I would think not. What were you seeing on that final draw, knowing that you guys had to get one quickly? What did your coaches tell you, and what did you see on the play?
He just said to take over the game.
You did that. You took it over. You won it. You guys go play for a title tomorrow. What's been the best part of playing with this team here this week?
Probably mess around in the locker room.
You guys have taken it to them on the ice as well. What's been the key to your guys' scoring success, and what's going to be the key tomorrow to get a win?
Probably moving the puck fastly and bearing our opportunities.
All right, don't wait till under 4 seconds tomorrow to get a goal. Your coaches won't like that. That'll give them gray hair quick. Congrats on the win. Have fun tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Parker Duchesne. He scores it with 3.3 to go, 0.1 remaining on the clock, and that sets our final tomorrow. It'll be Great Plains taking on New England for the title. 8:30 from the show at Bloomington Ice Gardens, presented by Youth Hockey Hub.